Hi friends! I am so excited about today's video. We here in Australia in the southern hemisphere are heading into autumn winter. Well, actually already in autumn, but if you didn't know, autumn is my favorite season. My birthday is in autumn. I just love when things start getting cooler, and obviously as a knitter this is the best time because you can actually wear everything you've knit, and I love it. I feel so cozy. I mean, obviously I knit all year round and I pretty much knit sweaters and cardigans all year round, but in summer it's different. Everything's hot and sticky. Like, it doesn't stop me, but it's just the vibes are different, you know. In autumn you grab, you know, a warm beverage, you put on Gilmore Girls, you light a candle, you sit under a blanket. Like, the vibes are very, very different, and I'm very here and excited about the autumn winter season. And obviously, as always, I have a bunch of knitting plans that I have had in my mind and I wanted to share them with you guys. I decided to organize them in Milanote, and this isn't sponsored by Milanote. I've just been seeing so many of my favorite fiber artists use Milanote to kind of organize their stuff, so I was like, let's try it out, let's see how good it is. I'm very excited about it. I've been playing around with it just then and it is so easy to use, and I'm going to walk you through everything that I've put on my Milanote, all of the projects that I want to knit in the next few months, or at least hope to. Yeah, kind of talk you through everything. This isn't like my normal like showing you different patterns kind of video. This is more so me showing you actually what I want to knit, plan to knit. I have the yarn for all of these. Like, I'm gonna be knitting these in the next few months, or at least like this year, hopefully, and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, this is just a chill little video. Let's grab a drink, grab a snack, you know, get comfy. Maybe if you're knitting something as well, grab that. And also let me know whether or not you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. I know a lot of my audience are from the US, so a lot of you will be going into spring, summer, which is very fun for you, but I am all about the autumn vibe. So yeah, wherever you are, let me know, what are you working on? What are some of the things on your knitting list? I want to know. I mean, I feel like my project plans don't really change throughout the year. I'm always knitting a cardigan or a sweater. It doesn't really change, but I just get to say that it's my autumn winter project plans. It's essentially like what I'm planning to knit over the autumn winter, not necessarily like projects for autumn winter months, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's dive in. These are pretty much all sweaters and cardigans as usual. It's on brand for me. I mean, come on. Like I said, I have yarn for most of these projects already in my collection. We're just waiting to knit all these up. I already have 2 of these started. So let's get into the Milanote. Let me show you. Let's do this. Okay, so here is an overview of my project board. I just have everything kind of placed out in little pictures. I also earlier decided I was going to digitize my yarn collection. I'm not done yet. There's still a lot to go, but I really wanted to do this because one of my goals, like always, is to shop from stash. I really wanted a place for you to see all of my yarn, and just, yeah, this was a perfect place to do it. I haven't done all of my yarn yet. I still have tons more to do, but I did make a start on it. But I just put in images of all the yarn that I have, and it's really handy to be able to like add little notes of saying like what the yarn is and how many skeins of each yarn I have, because then I can really quickly look at this and be like, you know, what yarn do I have? Like, when I'm looking at a new project, I can see if I already have yarn on a collection for that or whatever it is. So this is really handy. I also want to group it all by color as well, because I love color organizing things, but it's already very interesting to see how much pink yarn I have. I mean, it's no surprise, but it's just funny to see. So I still have to continue doing that, but it's very cool to be able to have this and yeah, be able to digitize my yarn collection and have a place here that I can just flick back to, especially like if I'm in a yarn store or whatever it is. I can like look at my collection and be like, okay, what do I already have? Do I have something similar or whatever? This is hopefully going to be great for me, you know, shopping less when it comes to yarn and shopping my stash more. Anyway, moving back to the projects, let's get into the first one. I already do have 2 of them cast on that I'm already working on, so let's head to this first one. So this one is a stripy mohair sweater. This is using all scrap yarn that I already had in my collection. Here is a photo of all of the kind of colors I chose. These are all yarns I already had in my collection. Like I said, some of them scrap, some of them are brand new skeins that I haven't even touched. This is a really great project that I'm already doing, shopping from stash. I took this photo and put it into Procreate, and I kind of drew up a kind of rough sketch of all of the colors of what it's going to look like. I didn't really stick to that, but it's just a good idea for me to have to see all the colors together and what kind of works together. And these are kind of my inspo photos. This photo here with this pink kind of striped sweater is the kind of fit that I'm going for. It's very, very simple. This is self-drafted. I'm not following any pattern. I'm literally just like making it up as I go along. I am filming a video for this, so don't you worry. And I'll possibly write a pattern for this one as well, because I want to write a pattern that's like perfect for like really easy beginner friendly sweater. Like there's no German short rows, there's no ribbing, there's no, or very minimal increases. Like it's mostly worked in the round. I feel like this was going to be a really, really simple one, so maybe I might write a pattern for that, we'll see. And it's also a great scrap yarn sweater, so yeah, this is kind of the fit that I'm going for. Like she's got like the rolled hems, like there's no ribbing, anything like that. Very just like, you know, loose, not fitted at all. And then these two photos here, also inspo photos, just showing like all the different colors. It's just really scrappy kind of look. And then this photo here is actually what my project looks like right now. I literally took that photo just before filming this, so I've literally finished the whole body. I cast off the body last night, and now all we have to do is I'm gonna do a bit of like a neckline and then do the sleeves. So this project is like 70% done. It's pretty like, I feel like I'll finish this one in the next couple of days, so very happy. We're already on a good start, and yeah, I love how this looks. It's so fun. I've never done a full mohair sweater before, so this is really fun. It's using different mohairs. Most of them are from Hobby. There's like Friends Kid Silk, there's Drops Kid Silk, Hobby Diablo yarn. There's a whole bunch mostly from Hobby, so yeah, and we're kind of changing the colors whenever we feel like it. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just when I get bored of a color, I just switch it up. So that's what that is. Moving along to the next project. This is the second one that I actually have cast on, and this is also a self-drafted pattern. I feel like this one is also going to be a really, really easy one. It is just a raglan sweater. There's slight neck shaping with German short rows in this one, but it's super, super easy. And I'm doing 2x2 raglan as well, which I am loving the look of. I've never done 2x2 raglan. This one is also a striped sweater. I feel like I've been in a striped sweater mode for a while, and I don't think I'm getting off it because I love a striped, but this one is minimal stripe. This one's just like very, I don't know, like simple. I'm using yarn that I got from Japan, which I'm very excited about. I love this yarn. It's so stunning, so easy to work with, and this one's gonna be really, it's like complete opposite to the one I just showed you. This one's like a really thick, like really nice warm sweater. This could be great for when it hits winter. I feel like the one before is like perfect for the cool, like the warmer autumn days, covering all bases. But this one, I started at the neckline. I'm gonna add maybe like, I haven't decided what neck I'm adding to this one yet, whether it's gonna be a funnel neck or just like a mock neck, I'm not sure, but I'm just doing the raglan increases currently. This one I only started a couple of days ago, so we haven't got that far. We're still doing the increases, but I feel like we're gonna be getting to the splitting for sleeves soon on this one. So not much to report on this one. Again, self-drafted, so no pattern, but there will also be a video on this one as well. Moving right along, we have more stripes. One is gonna be the Olga jacket by PetiteKnit. I recently finished knitting the Olga sweater. That was the first finished garment of this year, and I loved it. I love knitting stripes. I loved that pattern, and I knew I wanted to do it again, but I was like, do I do another sweater or do I do the jacket? So I feel like we got to do the jacket. I feel like I want more cardigans in my life. I love how this one looks, and I definitely don't need more than one Olga sweater. I mean, I say this now, and I bet you I'm going to be making another Olga sweater like soon because I love it. This is what we are going for. I have brown and pink yarn in my collection. I love the color combination of brown and pink, so I knew that I needed to do it for this particular pattern. And yeah, like I said, I already have the yarn in my collection. I think if we go back to my yarn collection, I'm going to be using this 4 Seasons pure wool in this pink. I only have one skein though, so I need to go get more skeins, and then I haven't put it there yet, but I have some brown yarn. It's going to be the same brown yarn I used for my darling sweater, because I still have quite a bit of that, so it'll be that type of brown, so very similar to these colors, and I'm very excited about this one. I've not knit a cardigan in a while. I am terrified of all of the purling because I'm not a pearl lover, but it's gonna look cute, so we're gonna do it. Very excited about that one. Okay, this one is actually a test knit that I actually need to start Like right now I'm literally winding up the yarn for it. So we're going to be starting this one in the next couple of days, or as you're watching this I will have already started this, but this is actually the bikini vest by PetiteKnit, and I was very excited to be selected as one of the pattern testers. I have loved this pattern since they first started posting about it. I was like, this design is so cool. So when they called for pattern testers, I was like, instant apply, like yes please. And yeah, I'm so excited. It's using 3mm needles, so it might take me a little while, but I don't know, it's a vest so it doesn't have sleeves, so it might not take me that long. It's also doing intarsia, like the actual bikini print you do intarsia, which I don't think this one will be that difficult because it is only using one color, like you're not managing so many different balls. But I've only attempted intarsia once and I don't think it went very well. But again, it was my first time doing it. I feel like this one is way simpler of a pattern, and yeah, we're excited to do this one. I need to cast this on. I'm going to be using this gorgeous yarn, the main color of the vest. This is beautiful yarn that I got from Japan as well. And then for the bikini color, I'm going to be doing really fun like fluoro yellow with like specks of pink in it, because I think it'll be really cool as the bikini color. I think the colors look so good together. So I also don't think I've ever knit a vest, so I'm very excited about this. I literally was like, the sweater girl in me was like, can I add sleeves to this? Like, I just love a sweater, but I don't know, we'll knit it as a vest and maybe like sometime in life I'll add sleeves, but we'll stick to the pattern. But this is really cute. I love this. Moving right along, we have another PetiteKnit pattern. I've talked about this before in my colorwork video, but this is the Celeste sweater by PetiteKnit. This is absolutely stunning. I love this sweater. I feel like this is a very simple kind of colorwork sweater, with the colorwork just being in the yoke. Also, it's obviously a repeating pattern, so I feel like this is going to be pretty simple, not many floats to catch, like all this like colors are quite close together. I feel like I didn't really love the sweater at first until I saw this colorway. This is from What's Millie Making. I am obsessed with the colorway. Like as soon as she started posting about this, she did like a series where she made the sweater in 2 weeks, and I was hooked. Like every single video she posted, I was like just dying over it. So this is originally what made me want to pull out all of my mohair, and then I started knitting that first sweater I talked about, her whole sweater in mohair. So I pulled out all the mohair I have from my collection, and I think I'm going to be knitting the yoke all in mohair. And then I did buy some drops, I think it's drops charisma yarn for the rest of the sweater, because I don't know, I didn't want to knit the whole sweater in mohair. I don't know how it's going to go really with mixing up different yarns, but hopefully the gauge like all is the same and then it'll be fine. We'll see. But I just loved the colors she used. So I have similar colors, they're not exactly the same, but I'm very excited to knit this one up. I think it's just so cute. Like I love that. Moving down here, I've also talked about this sweater before, but this is the Idol sweater by Street Grandine. This is just like, I feel like I have the yarn for this and I'm going to knit this, but I feel like this is going to be a bit later because this is just like, it's very intense to me, at least for right now, because obviously there's the color work in there, which I feel like the color work is chill, like it's just the stripe, like a bit of checkered, like that's fine. I feel like for me it's the cables in there, which cables are something I do want to learn. I'm just a little bit worried, but I've been talking about making this sweater for literally so long, so I need to do it. It's gonna happen. Like I said, I have the yarn for it. I have this beautiful brown yarn that I bought from Japan, and then for the pink yarn I'm using Drops Air, so I'm very excited about that. I love the yarn, so I need to do it. Yeah, this one is just really cute. Like I love the colors, I love how it fits, I literally love everything about it. I think this is so cool. I'm worried it's going to take me ages because I also read through the pattern. It's knit bottom up, and I've not really knit a bottom up sweater for a long time, like a long time. I'm such like a top down like raglan kind of girl, so we'll see when I actually knit this. But yeah, it's on the plan, it's on the project plans. We're gonna get there. It's a bit intimidating for me right now. We actually have a crochet project on here, which is very exciting. It's been a hot minute actually since I've crocheted. I feel like knitting has taken over my whole life, but I love it and I'm here for it. This is actually a pattern that I've talked about ages ago. I believe it's the Eternal Sunshine pattern or something like that. This is such a gorgeous crochet pattern. I found this picture on Pinterest as well, which is, I don't know if the same pattern, I think it looks like it, but in this beautiful pink color I love. I actually do have some like light sky blue yarn that I think I'll be using for this one. because I have it in my collection already and I have the amount for this project, so I think that'll be a really cool one. I just want something that's like this is again really nice for, it's cool enough to still wear a cardigan but not like extremely hot, if that makes sense, because this obviously is like a more lighter kind of more, it's got like the holes in it, like more breathable kind of cardigan. And I really need to get back into crochet because it was my first love and I miss it, so we will get back into it, and I think this will be the project that I do to do that. Okay, moving on to some exciting things. These are colorwork things. So this is actually a chart that I've made. I've really wanted to make a colorwork sweater where it's just like a simple, like a small little animal on the kind of front, like center of the chest area, and I was grappling between doing like a teddy bear, a swan, a horse, or a deer, and I don't know, I just started making up this chart. I made this chart on Stitch Fiddle and I chose to do a deer or a fawn, whatever you want to say, but I don't know, it's really cutesy, and this is the thing that I tried to do Intaja for, and I just like, maybe it was like the different colors, I was just getting very confused. I think this one will be best as a duplicate stitch. I need to do a swatch for it, and we'll see, but this is what I've kind of made. And then the sweaters, like the pictures up here for my inspo, is kind of like the placement that I want to be, like a simple sweater, and then the deer is kind of just like there on my chest, just like, you know, simple vibes. It doesn't take up too much room, it's just a small little center piece similar to this swan. The swan is actually very cute. I would love to do a swan with like a little bow as well. So yeah, I think I love like this neckline. Like this is kind of more the shape of the sweater I would make rather than having a turtleneck. But I need to decide on the background color for the sweater because I want something that'll make the deer pop, because if I did it in either of these colors, I feel like the brown of the deer would get too lost, whereas these actually look good because the actual animal is like white, so it really pops. Like maybe I need to do a lighter color, like a light blue or a light purple or something. We'll figure that out later, but this is something that I want to do. I want to learn more to do like duplicate stitch and intaja. I want to actually do like pictures, like, you know, along those lines, like on my knitwear, rather than just doing like my darling sweater pattern. The colorwork sweater that I recently made is doing the fair owl technique, which I love doing fair owl. I love doing like continuous patterns, but I also now want to learn kind of this kind of style, so very excited about that. And the final thing that is on the board that I'll be talking to you about today is a very similar thing. This one is of course a Miffy project. I need something to do with Miffy. I love Miffy. We all know I have a Miffy tattoo, and I literally saw this TikTok. I saw this like a few months ago and I was like in love, like with the exact sweater, like the browns, everything. I was in love. I drew out the Miffy that I would want to knit as well. And yeah, this is from the creator Eva. Full credits to her for this idea because yeah, she's the one who I'm inspired by for this design. But I believe she knit this on a knitting machine. She did it the intaja method, and I love the color she chose. Like literally everything about this sweater is perfect. I would pay like $1 million for this sweater. It's so cool. But I figured I would try and make my own as well. So like I said, I drew out this kind of design in my journal. I wanted to add a little bow, and then I love the color she's chosen. Obviously this is the image I'm inspired by, that I just got from Pinterest, and yeah, we will be making a Miffy knitting sweater because I think that is literally perfect for me. It's like I need that in my life, and yeah, I think I will be doing duplicate stitch for this one. I don't know, I feel like I need to practice my intaja, my duplicate stitch. I'm gonna need to make like a swatch or something and try both and see what I actually want to make for the actual sweater, because like I said, my intaja skills right now I don't think would be great, but duplicate stitch seems like more doable, so we'll see. I don't know, but that is the last sweater. Those are all of the sweaters on my project board right now. I'm very excited to knit all of these. As you can see, I have a lot of knitting ahead of me and some crochet. I've just had all of these projects like on my mind for so long, so it was really nice to be able to put these onto something like Milanote and just have them, and I can look at them and see, you know, what's going on in my brain. And I feel like anytime now that I think of a project that I want to make, I can just put it in here, and that's going to be so nice to be able to keep a track of what I'm actually planning to make. And I'm very excited about these plans. Also, looking at them on the screen just kind of solidifies to me that like I do really want to make these, all of these. Like there's not a single one that I'm like nah, like I don't really want to make that. Like all of them I'm like really itching to make. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I'm actually planning on making in the next couple of months in the autumn winter seasons. Again, let me know in the comments down below what you're planning to make or what you're currently making, because I love chatting all things knitting here with you. Obviously I make videos on pretty much everything that I knit. I show you guys, so you'll eventually see all of these on my channel, so don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on seeing me make any of these. If you're interested in any of these, I'll have any of them that are patterns, I'll link down below. And yeah, I love sitting here chatting with you guys. As always, I could chat to you forever, and I have, so thank you so much for sticking around. As always, whenever you guys stick around for these like chatty like pattern talking videos, I'm just like, why does anyone listen to me? But I love that you guys are here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great day and happy knitting. Bye.